Hello everyone. How are you today? How's everything?
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Sid?
Hmm, very, very good teacher. I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And the rest of you, how are you today, guys? Good?
Hello, teacher. I'm good.
Hi,
Thank you.
teacher.
What do you say, Sylvia?
Hi, teacher.
Hello. Well, my dear friends, let me tell you what's the agenda for today. I hope you are all good. And if you live in Bucaramanga, I hope you are all safe. Because, today has been like, my goodness, very crazy. Yeah. That's a real controversial topic or situation, right? What happened today or what is happening today in our city. Lots of things to think about. That's a very thought-provoking situation. Well, your teacher is better today. I got a shot last night when I finished class with you. And that's why I am a big fan of shots because they work faster than pills, yeah? I'm not totally okay, but at least the fever and temperature is okay. It's controlled now. And I am under pills, and that's good. Okay. Let me show you agenda for today. Today is our class 4 of this cycle, B2.2 level. And today is July 5th. And this is our agenda for today. Okay. Our warm-up is a very short but simple matching game related to vocabulary about emotions. It's gonna be very simple, just to relax a little bit, to warm up our brain, to just feel some rested. Okay, then we will have this work that is individual words at the beginning, but also a working together activity at the end, because you guys are going to answer how do people express feelings and emotions in our country. And later, when I have all the responses, I will ask you to comment on your classmates' work. I think it's interesting. You guys were reading, I'm not sure if you were reading about how people express emotions around the world or across the world, basically based on Thailand. Yeah, that was the reading in the previous blog. So just for talking about emotions, I would like you to tell me about how we Colombian people express our emotions. Later, we will learn or review some vocabulary related to advertising and emotions, because tonight we are going to work on this vocabulary topic, that is how advertising and emotions are connected. Yeah, are connected, sorry. Like, for example, any kind of ad that you see outside or in the media has a purpose, has an intention. Yeah, what do you want to express with it? What do you want to say with it? What kind of audience do you want to attract? Yeah, that's why advertising exists. Then we will talk about cleft sentences. Cleft sentences are the ones that we use when we want to make emphasis. Do you remember that we talked about this before? Maybe you did it with your teacher, Laura. Do you remember? That was part of some of the things we did before. Yeah?
Yes, teacher.
It was not in detail. It was not in a very, very emphatic way that we covered cleft sentences, because it was not part of the content, but it was you know, like included in, I don't know, I don't remember, but any reading or something like that. So that's why we found, or we said that it was important to just, you know, give an explanation. So today we are going to study it in detail, you know, like in a deeper way. And at the end, depending on the time, we will have a working together activity, okay? Tomorrow, let me show you. Oh, where's my book? Okay. There is a part that is supposed to be done today as well, but we agreed with Laura that it is too much information to do it today. That is this. Idioms with laugh, cry, and tears. So no, it is too much. So we are going to cover this part tomorrow, okay? And we will focus our attention on cleft sentences that requires a lot of practice. And we will also work on this listening according to what I told you about the vocabulary about advertising and emotions. Remember that this is part of what we have to learn and practice this cycle. Yeah, and in this unit, we need to practice perfect verb forms, cleft sentences, vocabulary related to feelings, advertising and emotions, idiom with laugh, cry, and tears. And tomorrow we will finish the unit with the tags, which is describing a story that provokes strong emotions, okay? So as it is too much for today, we decided to just leave the last part of the idioms, this one, for tomorrow, okay? Do not worry. Perfect. Let's start with the meeting, guys. I'm going to check out the attendance first. And we start. So why are you so quiet today? What's going on? What about my sick people? Feeling better or no?
Yes, teacher, and you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm better because of the temperature. Yeah, that is controlled. Yesterday was crazy. When I was with you, I was in 39.2 or 3, I guess. It was so bad. But I'm feeling better because I got a shot. You know that injections are faster and better than pills. Some people are very afraid of getting them. Do you like them? Well, I don't think that's the correct question. No one likes them. But some people are not very afraid of getting them because they know that they are a little bit more efficient. Well, not a little bit, but they are more efficient than pills. And that's me. That's what I like them. Okay. Gerson,
Teacher,
everything okay?
yes, teacher, all okay, thank you for us.
Awesome. Jean-Claude, how's it going?
So,
Feeling
teacher, better than yesterday, but
yes.
still sick.
Oh my God. Well, today and tomorrow and later Friday will be a little bit, you know, light.
Yes, teacher, I hope.
Okay. Natalia,
Hello, teacher.
welcome back from vacation, Mrs. Camargo. Okay, Andres,
Hi, teacher, present.
how are you, Andres?
I'm good, thank you, teacher. What about you? All good?
Getting better. Yeah, much better than yesterday, but I'm still sick. My voice is, you know, changing a lot, so be patient. Okay, Silvia,
Hi, teacher.
how's that food?
Good, I think, because now it's like, I don't know how to say in English, como ya se está regenerando la piel.
Okay.
But yes, cicatrizando. Yes.
Thank you, Sylvia. Joanne, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I am fine.
Awesome. Okay. Elkin, my goodness, you were late.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Elkin?
Fine, thanks. I feel energetic to start the second part of the class.
Okay. Thank you, Elkin. Okay, Elkin. Julian. How's everything, Julian?
Hello, teacher. All right.
Very good. Jeanette, what about you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, very good, Jeanette. Carlos, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Excellent. Okay for me today.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. Mabeli, how was your ceremony yesterday?
I'm so happy, teacher, because my degree project was accepted.
Was what? Excuse me?
Was approved or accepted
Okay, very
with
good.
the I don't know how to say committee. Committee.
Ah, the committee. Yeah, good. Awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's very good. Jose.
I'm here, teacher. Fine.
Good. Awesome. And Lisette.
Hello, teacher.
How's everything, Lisette?
I'm good. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so my sick people are better. Jean-Claude is getting better, and Sylvia's foot is healing. Awesome. Good. Let's start, my dear friends. This first activity wouldn't take you so long because it's very simple. So let me give it to you. My goodness, what's going on in the chat? Okay, sorry, Jessie, didn't I call your name? My goodness. Didn't I?
Yes, teacher.
I'm so sorry. How are you? Excuse me.
Teacher, very well, thank you.
Okay, Jessie, but I marked you as present. Okay, thank you for checking. Whenever it happens, guys, please tell me, okay? Good. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I have missed lots of things. Okay, Elkin, thank you for your explanation. Oh, Sylvia, my goodness. Coughing? No. Okay. Guys, this is the first activity. It's very simple. What you have to do is to match the picture with the word that represents that emotion. It could be an adjective or it could be a noun, okay? I think most of them are adjectives. So please do it and tell me when you are done. You have the link in the chat. Lots of you are done. Silvia is done. Lisette is done. Mabeli as well. Jessie and Joan. Okay. 2 more done and we continue. Let's do it. Okay, my dear friends, thank you for your thirsty. You have a question about thirsty, Elkin, or are you asking me if I'm thirsty?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. Thirsty.
I am very thirsty because of my temperature and things. If you are thirsty, it's because you feel like drinking something. Yeah, you feel like you want to drink something. That is what you say in Spanish, sediento. Remember that feelings and emotions are commonly expressed with the verb be, yeah? So you say, I am thirsty, which in Spanish they are expressed with the verb have. Tengo sed. In English, estoy sediento. But in Spanish, unless you are in another country, because at least in Colombia, we do not speak like that. We don't say, estoy somnoliento. I'm sleepy. No. Estoy sediento. Well, sometimes, yeah, but we colloquially say, tengo sed, tengo sueño. Yeah? So thirsty is that, Elvin. Any other question, dear friends? Any other thing you want to know or say? Not really? Okay. So, next activity. Here we are. Next activity is for you to answer this question. You were thirsty a few seconds ago. Good. Yeah. Okay. Next is this. You guys were talking about how some people express their emotions, and you guys were discussing this in the reading before, yeah, about Thailand. So I would like us to do the same, but talking about Colombia, our country. How do people express emotions in your country? You are going to answer the question and also talk about how you usually express emotions. I mean, yeah? It could be like, in general, like all of us in the country, like what can be acceptable, what cannot, or what is common, even if it's not accepted, yeah? You include a picture that represents your idea. That's what you have to do. So, let me give you the link to the activity. You guys have already used this platform, so I think it's easy for you. But if you have any question about using it, just tell me, please. Here you have this symbol, and if you click on it, You can just get, like documents or pictures or your comments, okay? Listen to the rules of the activity, sorry. I would like you to be as much descriptive as you can, okay? It's not like, for example, by fighting, cursing. No, like Colombian people get mad very easily and sometimes they are aggressive and it's so common to express our emotions, I don't know, shouting at others. Well, it doesn't have to be all negative emotions. Of course, you can talk about how we express positive emotions as well. I just want you to give me lots of details, okay? I see people here, so I think it works very well for you. Is there any question about the instruction, guys? Anything you want to say or no?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. Let's start. I have received 5 responses, so I'm waiting for the rest of you, okay? Come on. As soon as I have them all, we can socialize and discuss, okay? Come on. Well, one more. So I am missing 9. Let's go, please. Come on, boys and girls, I'm missing 2 people. 2 people. 2 people and we are done. Let's do it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for finishing your work. I'm afraid there are still 2 people missing, but it is okay. We need the time, so let's start. I love how descriptive you are. Okay. Let's work on it. Let me show you. Here we are. How do people express emotions? Sorry. In your country? Yeah? So let's start with this first one. Colombians people, well, remember, Colombian people, yeah? Colombians is okay, but Colombians people would be redundant, okay? Colombian people express their emotions in a particular way. They generally are very expressive with their body. We use lots of body language, especially in Santander. Yeah, we move a lot. Because each word they said is accompanied by a movement of their body. I agree. Look, I like the picture. Okay. Now, Colombians are known all over the world for being very cheerful people, and it is true. Colombians party for everything. However, when someone makes Colombians angry, it can cause fights, insults, or violence in some cases. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think that Colombians easily express their emotions, but we are also careful when we are expressing something negative about someone. We do it in a subtle way. Yeah? In my case, I try to be very open when expressing my emotions, and I also have a strong character so I can get angry easily. So I can get easily angry. Okay. I love this response because it really fulfills the instruction, because here you have also, yeah, you have to talk about how you, yeah, so this one combines both Colombians in general and also this person. Very good job. One of the ways in which Colombians express their emotions is through food. I totally agree. That is something that happens to me. I find cooking, yeah, as a very, very affectionate way to express love. I love cooking for my dear ones. Okay, good. What else do we have? In Colombia, I consider that people are very expressive and show it through their face, body, and words. Yeah. Well, let's continue. Colombians express their emotions in an extroverted way by shouting, jumping, or smiling. Yeah, what about body language? In Venezuela, people are very expressive and extroverted, but when the moment to talk comes or arrives when the moment to talk about their feelings comes, often they hide that because for us it is a signal of weakness. Yeah, it may happen. Yes. I feel that the way we raise our children is also very different in terms of male and female, because for boys sometimes it's a little bit harder to express themselves just because they don't want to show they are weak, as you are mentioning here. That's why we as women tend to socialize a little bit better and express our feelings, right away. Boys tend to bottle up, that is, keep their feelings and emotions, which is not healthy. Okay, thank you. Colombian people express their emotions crying, shouting, celebrating, phoning friends, phoning relatives, listening to music. Okay, good. Lots of ways. People in Colombia are very expressive when they get angry and show their affection, not being loving. and not too affectionate either, but being collaborative. Okay, no, okay, got it. Yes, it makes sense. People express their happiness with carnivals, fairs, festivals. Yeah, generally Latin American people are the happiest in the world. And by example, Colombian people. So, okay. Soccer is one of the reasons of this happiness. Yeah, and it's also part of the ones that we can get very emotional and people can get some fights, if they are not handling the failure. Yeah. Okay, Colombians generally show empathy and support towards others during times of emotional distress or bad moments. Yeah, we are very emphatic. Okay, and the last one. I consider Colombian people always try to hide their emotions because we tend to think that expressing emotions is something bad or makes people uncomfortable or makes people weak. That is what we are afraid of. In my case, I'm trying to let myself feel emotions and express these emotions. For me, it is very important to speak out, to express what you feel. Well, it is important because you need to differentiate when is it important and what is not. Sometimes we cannot just, spend our time with things that are not relevant in our life. But when it is, it's necessary to speak because it could be very unhealthy if you don't do it. Yeah. Okay, my friends, very good job. Thank you so much for sharing. Remember that when I am sharing your work like this way, and when I am checking and reading, you guys need to be very attentive about the, not the mistakes, because I don't show you the mistakes, but about the corrections I do, in order to avoid mistakes, okay? That's the real purpose of sharing everything, because I check one by one. Okay. If we have time later, we can come back to make comments on them as is planned, but I think now we need to start with the topic we need to check. So let's go. Here we are. Listening now, vocabulary, advertising, and emotions. Is there any person here who works with publicity, ads? No? The media, design? No? Is there any person here related to those areas? Not really. Okay. So we are here. We have this kind of advertising. Yeah? We have advertising for a lot of things and purposes. So what are we going to do? We are going to listen to a radio interview about how adverts appeal to our emotions. Appeal is like how they call or attract and connect to our emotions. Yeah? Before you listen, read the messages from the adverts below and decide whether the appeal is rational or emotional. So, let me just show you some important vocabulary before we start. Appeal, a request to the public. It could be either for money, for information, or help. Yeah, these are the ones that we are going to study later. But first, I would like you to understand appeal in this context. Yeah, is to attract, to call your attention. Okay, now let's check out this. We listen, but I have a plan for the listening. It's so long. It is 6 minutes, and I don't want you to get sleepy or to get bored or stressed about the listening, so let's do it together, and let's do it as a way of listening and reading. That way we can check pronunciation, we can comprehend, and do all of those things. Okay. Let's go. Here we are. First, this brand is good value for money. This car has low fuel consumption. Use this washing powder if you are a good parent. What? People will envy you if you own this car. This phone has the cheapest call tariff. This beer is expensive, but you deserve a treat. Wearing this t-shirt will make you feel like a cool person. This isn't very good for you, but it's fun. Okay. Sorry. What's going on in the chat? Okay, Jean-Claude, thank you for telling me. Yeah, I kind of noticed it. Okay, my dear friends. So, tell me, which of these are rational and which are emotional? You know, do you understand these two words? Yeah?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So please tell me, I'm going to give you some minutes, maybe 3 or 4, to think about them and we can check out. Okay? Rational or emotional? Go ahead. I'm here with you. Okay, guys, so much time. Tell me, the first one. This brand is good value for money. Rational or emotional?
Rational, teacher.
Rational.
Rational.
Yeah. This car has low fuel consumption.
Also
Rational.
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 Use this washing powder if you are a good parent.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional. People will envy you if you own this car.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional as well. This phone has the cheapest call tariff.
Rational.
Rational.
That's rational.
You know that the call tariff will be the charge, yeah? The financial charge. Okay. This beer is expensive, but you deserve a treat.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional. You know what a treat is?
Irrational.
Yes, that's tricky.
Like, for example, something special. A gift. Yeah, for you in this case. Okay. Wearing this t-shirt will make you feel like a cool person.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Business.
Huh? This isn't very good for you, but it's fun.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Okay.
Emotional.
Yes. Good. Remember that a way of saying advertisement could be advert or could be ad. Yes. And if you talk about publicity in TV, there is another word. Which one? Commercial. Yeah? Commercial. That's for TV. Okay. Let's do the listening. So, let me just go ahead about the questions that we're taking. Now it's because, okay, let's do it. Okay. So we are going to listen, read, check out the pronunciation. Unit 2. Wait a second. Look, 6 minutes, my goodness. Recording 2. Here we are, guys. Are you looking at my screen with the recording script?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's go. And now for Inside Track, the slot where we get to ask an industry insider about some of the secrets of their trade. Today we're talking to advertising insider Andrew Trulidis about how adverts appeal to our emotions. Welcome to the program, Andrew. Tell me, do you think most adverts appeal to our emotions? Not necessarily. Actually, I think a lot of advertising is rational. Define what you mean by rational advertising. Well, if the ad points out certain features and benefits that are superior to the competitors, then that's a rational appeal. The most obvious rational appeal is price. So if the advert says our supermarket brand is better value for money than the other ones, then that's a rational appeal. Or this washing powder cleans better, or this car uses less fuel. Those are all appealing to our logic. Yeah. So how does that contrast with an advert that appeals to our emotions then? Well, okay, dear friends, in the first paragraph or well, not paragraph, but part of the conversation, this guy is explaining us how adverts can be rational. Yeah, that was what we were trying to discuss with the previous ones, okay? Rational that can be logical for us. For example, when we are trying to buy something, what are the aspects we consider necessary? Economy, quality, access, to get access to it very easily, yeah? So those are logical things, rational things, yeah? That is the summary of this first part. Now, how can they contrast, yeah, when they appeal our emotions? Remember that appeal is that when they attract or call or connect to our emotions, okay? Let's continue.
Say if the washing powder showed a mother wrapping her baby in soft towel, or happy children running around in the garden, getting dirty while their mother smiled and washing their clothes, that's an emotional appeal, because the advert is saying, if you use this washing powder, it shows that you love your children. It shows you're a good mother. But surely what most people prefer.
Okay, wait a second. I like that.
Prefer is straightforward facts and information.
I like that part. That is how he explains when adverb can appeal our emotions. So I have a question for you. Think about any commercial because I'm asking you about TV because maybe that's easier for us to identify, yeah? In which you guys felt very, I don't know, like touch, or maybe, you know, it really appealed your emotions, or maybe that was a thought-provoking commercial that you were thinking beyond that. Tell me, any that you remember?
The adverse about the commercial about wait, teacher.
Emotional, yes, Silvia. Which one?
Teacher, sorry. La de Café Águila Roja.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if there is one of
December.
Café Águila Roja just for December or no, Silvia, in general? Because I think they have a special version.
No, the what is the word? Advertisement?
Advertisement at
when they the commercial that is in December.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like it. It's just like so soft, and you know, like you feel like you want to hug someone and you want to share coffee with everybody. Yeah, I agree with you, Silvia. Thank you. Any other person who thinks about?
Teacher,
Yes.
maybe advertising of Suavitel. Suave como el amor de mamá.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of love's mother's love. For sure, Natalia. That's another one. And that's what this guy is explaining, you know, is that, okay, if you are saying that Suavitel is very cheap compared to other products like that in the market, that's rational. But if you say what Natalia just mentioned, yeah, like, oh, it's like your mother's love, and you can feel how soft the skin feels and blah, 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 that's emotional, okay? Okay, guys, I want to listen to some others. Come on. It cannot just be...
About
Yes, Julian?
about emotional or rational?
Emotional.
For example, about advertisement about cars, when they not show the cars, they show about trips or something like that.
Yeah.
Things that you can do it with the car.
Yes, Julian. I like that observation because before Julian says that, I was going to say something but in a negative way about cars. So Julian just finds the good point, a good thing, that is how a car will be very useful for your life because you can go and visit different places and share time with your family, and that's awesome. And I was going to mention something. Yes, give me a second. About that, and is the kind of commercials with cars in which they set out to give the message of not combining alcohol with gas, gasoline, because it could be very bad and it may result in very bad things. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Julian. Yes, you were raising your hand. What's up?
Teacher, it's about another possible example for ads. I love ads of Coca-Cola in December.
Oh, yeah. Good.
These ads expressing feelings
Yes.
in family, friends.
And I remember that in the past, I'm not sure about long time ago, they were showing the White Christmas. We don't have it, but they were showing, we felt like we wanted to go there, to have the snow and things. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, guys. Very good. Let's continue.
Happy children running around in the garden, getting dirty while their mother smiles and watery their clothes. That's an emotional appeal because the adult is saying, if you use this washing powder, it shows that you love your children. It shows you're a good mother.
Okay, here.
But surely what most people prefer is straightforward facts and information. Why do advertisers feel the need to make an emotional appeal?
One problem is that facts and information can be very boring. Talking about the mileage and fuel consumption of a car, for example, is pretty dull. And if you take cars, small cars, say, well, these days, most of them are pretty much the same under the bonnet. There aren't really many differentiating factors in terms of quality. So the ad tries to bring in a sense of excitement. Maybe suggest a sense of the adventures that you might have in a new car, or in some other way appeal to people's aspirations. Maybe it makes them feel that other people will look up to them if they buy this particular. It's interesting that a lot of advertising for expensive luxury cars, like say BMW, is aimed at people who will never be able to afford them.
Yeah.
But the idea is that the people who do buy them, they feel that other people will envy them for having them. It gives them kudos, increases their credibility, makes them feel ahead of the game.
So, yes. So, well, kudos, it gives them respect. It gives them kudos. If you have a BMW car, well, it's not what I think, it's what he says. I like this part because this is exactly what Julian summarizes when he mentioned his idea. The woman is asking, yeah, but they prefer straightforward. Straightforward es como información concisa, directa, al grano, yeah? Relevant facts and information, like the fuel consumption, of course, yeah? And that's what he said. Yeah, but it would be boring if they just talk about the mileage or fuel consumption of a car. Yeah, because that's the same. So what they need is to appeal their emotion of feeling that they can afford one like that, or that they want to be visiting those places that they show you in the ad or in the commercial. Yeah, that's exactly what Julian said. Yeah, it's very emotional because they feel like getting a car for that reason. Yeah, because of course they are not showing you all the technical how can I say, technical setting of the car, like, yeah, every single thing that maybe you would not understand until you have the correct explanation, yeah, but they're showing you what you can do with it, which is kind of fun. Okay, good. Let's continue here. So ads
try to make us feel superior to other people.
Not always. Other ads might be about fitting in with your partner, being one of the gang. This is true of a lot of advertising for fashion and music. For gadgets like, say, phones or iPhones. The message is that if you haven't got one of these, then you're left out. You're not part of the group.
So basically, they're trying to make us feel good about ourselves one way or another.
Wait, let's continue. Don't get sleepy, my friends. We're about to finish.
One way or another, and it's, going back to that supermarket.
Julian is raising his hand.
Teacher, I don't know if the other classmates heard the audio well, but the audio is like much robotic. I don't know. and it's too difficult to understand the voice.
Is it the same for all of you?
Yes, me
Yes,
too.
teacher.
So I'm not, but is my voice the same?
No, your voice is good.
No,
but
no.
the audio is.
Okay, the audio.
My goodness, so what's wrong?
And the audio when teacher Laura play an audio, it the audio is well. But when you play, for example, a video or an audio, is like robotic, like you were put your microphone on a bocina. I don't know how you can say.
Right.
Is
I don't know if you have any suggestion or recommendation. Maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong with the audio. I'm not sure. I mean, thank you for telling me because I didn't know that. Julian is saying that it is the same with the videos. I'm afraid about that because I have 2 videos for today. So, wow. Well, okay. Let's do this. We were just about to finish, so maybe, well, we can do it. Well, we already kind of understood what is important. That is emotional and rational advertisement. So let's stop here. Let's go back. Let's analyze the rest of the vocabulary. Yeah. And we will see if I can fix the audio. Okay, Julian, thank you for raising your hand.
a suggestion could be if one of us, the classmates, could play the audio to see if it works.
Good idea. I was going to ask you to do it as well. I thought about it. So I don't know if any of you can just play the audio. Yeah, that would be nice. And we can try to see my problem. We can see, okay? Is there any person who can do it? Please.
Yes, teacher, I can.
Thank you, Carlos. So, okay. Let's see if you can just play the audio and I just have my microphone off and that way we can analyze it here. Carlos, go ahead. We were about minute 2. Again, sorry?
Teacher.
I think that he said that if you can allow he to share the screen.
Yeah, but I don't, okay. I don't think it's necessary to share the screen because I'm doing it. It's just to play the audio. But okay, if you need to do it, that's fine, no problem. Thank you, Carlos. I'm afraid we are not listening.
I can hear Gabby.
You have to share with sound.
Yes, I share with one moment. I share it.
And so I think you need to open the microphone. If open the microphone.
Those are all appealing to our logic.
So how does that control?
Perfect.
Okay.
Go.
In
2:55.
2.
That's okay.
Okay. Play.
Yes, go.
Deserve a luxury. You deserve to pamper yourself. So you see someone sitting with their feet up, enjoying the chocolate, or lying by the pool of a luxury hotel eating the ice cream. There was one brand of beer a few years ago whose slogan was reassuringly expensive. And the message there is, treat yourself, you're worth the best.
And this obviously means the company can charge more for the product.
Yes, that's how you create a valuable brand. People feel they are paying for a particular benefit, whether it's a particular brand of t-shirt that makes them feel cool or whatever.
And do ads ever appeal to negative emotions? Do they ever try to upset people or deliberately annoy them?
They would never deliberately set out to annoy people, but some ads definitely set out to shock people, especially things like public health campaigns. The anti-smoking campaigns we've had in this country are probably the best example of that. It's often charity ads which appeal to negative emotions, funnily enough. You know, shock people or make them feel guilty. And that's just a numbers game, really. With a certain percentage of people, that will work and they will donate to the charity.
Does that sort of thing ever backfire?
Yes, it can backfire if you use the wrong tone of voice. People don't like being shouted or lectured at in ads. So if charities or health campaigns do that, they can really turn people off.
But surely advertisers must test their ads to check they have the right effect.
Oh, absolutely. All ads are pre-tested with focus groups to monitor people's emotional responses and make sure they have the kind of effect that's intended. You know, how did that particular word make you feel? How do you feel when you see that image? That kind of thing. These days, advertising companies often set up discussion groups online and check responses in different countries. Something like the Nike slogan, "Just do it," that will have been tested all over the world to check that it has the right emotional effect on people in different places.
And are there any restrictions on the kind of appeal you can make to people's emotions? Do the government have any rules about this sort of thing, for products that might be considered bad for people, for example?
Oh, yes. In most countries, things like beer advertisements, for example, are very heavily regulated. So you can't show people under 25 in them, for example. But you also can't appeal to certain emotions. You can't show too much enjoyment, sexual achievement, etc., etc. You can't make the ad too funny. It can be a bit funny, but not too funny.
Interesting. That's something we haven't really talked about. Lots of ads seem to appeal to our sense of humour. How does that work?
Well, I think it's often the case that the advertisers simply feel they should entertain people, you know, if they're taking up their time in the breaks between TV programmes. But there can be a bit more to it than that. It's interesting that a lot of ads for online gaming and betting use humour. The message there is basically, OK, we all know that betting is a bit silly and not very good for you, but hey, it's fun, and you're the kind of person who likes a bit of fun.
So once again, in a sense, it's subtly flattering people's self-image.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, we've run out of time, sadly, Andrew, but thanks very much. That was fascinating. And now the news and weather. We go over today to...
Was it better with Carlos, my dear friends?
Yes,
teacher.
Yes, teacher.
I'm so sad to hear that, but I'm also happy that you guys could listen. Well, I don't know what's wrong, so maybe I will check. But thank you so much, Julian, for telling me. Anytime you guys need to tell me something, okay, feel free. You guys can communicate with me. Anytime. Yeah, like teacher, we don't understand. Teacher, we don't like this activity. Teacher, whatever you want. Okay, thank you, Carlos, for helping. So, now that we analyze that, let's check out this vocabulary very, very quickly in order to answer these questions. So, we have to read the sentences and check if they are true or false according to the interview. Yeah? But in order to understand the whole content, it's necessary to go through this vocabulary. Well, benefits is something that we understand. Yeah, benefits, good things for us or for a person. So let's check out the other parts. Vocabulary about advertising and emotions. As I told you, appeal is to call your attention, okay, or connect to the emotions. Differentiating factor. This can also be referred to as unique selling point or unique value proposition. Something that makes the difference, yeah? The difference, sorry. Essentially, it's what makes your business or product or service unique and separates it from the competition. Yeah, so when you are creating advertising, it's necessary to have the differentiating factor. Okay, peer group, a group of people of approximately the same age, status, and interest. Basically, the audience advertising or advertising, yeah, gets as the target, yeah, audiencia a la que va a lanzar ese llamado. To pamper, to treat with extreme or excessive care and attention. To pamper could be like to spoil, yeah? What else? To pamper. Yeah, in Spanish will be consentir, mimar, yeah? Okay, set out to, in a deliberately way, intentionally having planned to do something. Yes? Set out to, planear algo, comprometerse a algo. So some of those ads set out to annoy people or make them feel happy or make them buy something, make them feel that they need something, yeah? Backfire, in the case of a plan, yeah, in this context, is to have the opposite result from the one you intended. It's not as you expected. So it's very related to failure, yeah? Fracasar. Okay. Heavily regulated is very controlled or supervised to conform to rules, regulations, tradition, etc. Supervisado, okay? Flatter. What is the word flatter? Is to praise someone in order to make them feel attractive or important, sometimes in a way that is not sincere. That is flatter. But in the recording, we heard subtly flatter, which is, subtly, like in a very indirect way, delicate way. Yeah, so what is flatter in Spanish? Flatter. When you praise someone.
¿Halago?
Again, you see?
¿Como halago?
Sorry. Again, I can't understand the word. Okay?
The meaning of flatterer.
Guys, could you hear me? Can you help me?
Yes. Yes.
Help me with the word because I think it's my connection, the one who's not very good. What was the word he said?
Teacher, flatter is like a halagar?
Halagar?
Yes. Jessie, I'm so sorry I did not hear what you said, but yeah, that's the idea.
Teacher,
Alabar.
pero no es mejor como piropo, o sea, como un piropo.
Piropear, yeah. Yeah, piropo could be more like a compliment, yeah, but in this case, it is alabar, elogiar, yeah, piropear, why not? But not in a sincere way, it's like maybe fake. Okay, good. Now that we understand this, let's check out this very quickly together. It is supposed to be in groups, but no, let's do it together. Many adverbs point out the logical benefits of a product. Is this true or false according to what we heard? Help me, guys. Is it true or false?
True. True.
Remember, the guy started the interview explaining how the adverbs can be rational or logical, so that's true. Yeah, he says that they point out the logical benefits of product, like economic. Good. There are important differentiated factors between makes of small cars. What do you remember that he mentioned about the cars? False. He said that they are the same. Yeah, that there is no point of using that information for explaining, but more like showing what you can do with the car. Car ads appeal to people's aspirations in a range of different ways. True or false?
True.
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 Exactly. That's what Julian explained, right? Many ads for phones and MP3 players aim to make people feel that they are part of their peer group.
True.
True.
True?
True.
Yes, that they fit in that group. Many adverts for luxury products try to persuade people that they should pamper themselves, you know, like elogiarse, alabarse.
True.
It's not what you think, it's what he said, guys. True or false?
True.
True. Health campaigns and adverts for charities often deliberate set out to annoy people. Remember that set out is plan to. You know, they do it on purpose.
False.
False, yes, Gerson. No, he didn't say that. Campaigns ads can backfire if they do not put their message across strongly enough.
True.
True.
Is that what he said? No, he didn't say that. I think it's false. Once an advert has been released, the advertisers monitor people's responses carefully.
True.
Do you remember when he said that they don't care about what is next? They are just, you know, like releasing the advertisement. So that is false. Yeah. It's not like, wow, they are going to check how they receive it. Not always. Maybe in some cases they do it. 9, adverts for products that might be harmful are heavily regulated in many countries. This is different. He mentioned
True.
that. That's true. They go under regulations, of course. Humorous adverts for gambling subtly flatter people. You understand gambling? When you play with your money. Yeah. So that's true. He said that. That's why they are very emotional, because they flatter people. Yeah. Ellos lo alaban, los elogian para que gasten el dinero y apuesten. That's the real purpose of that. Okay, good. Now, because we have the limited time. Okay. We are going to check out cleft sentences, okay? We are going to remember how we can make emphasis, yes, on the things we want to say by changing the clause. Oh, Sylvia, thank you so much for that. That's what I thought it was necessary to do it with the script. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. Okay, guys. So let's remember that we can use the words what and also it in order to make emphasis. Okay, so let me show you the video. Maybe I will send the link to any of you, and maybe you guys can project the video so we can avoid problems with the connection or the sound. Yes, please. I will need you to do it for me. This is a little bit long, but I think it's very, very useful because it really, wait a second. Wait, okay. Give me a second because I did something wrong with my, no, what's wrong? Okay, wait guys, please. I just made a huge mistake.
when a sentence begins with what, or, and the sentence has a corresponding clause. This sentence is called a cleft sentence. Cleft sentences are used.
Guys, okay, I got it. I have a question. I don't know. What if I try? And if the sound is not good, one of you tries, yeah? Why? Because I need to stop, I need to explain, I need to comment on it. So I need it. Yeah, you understand? So let me try. And if it really, really doesn't work, one of you projects the video, okay?
Okay, teacher, don't worry.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
I just sent the link of the
Teacher.
video there in the chat, just in case one of you is ready with it. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's because I really need it, you know, I will feel like very, I don't know, I wouldn't feel useful if I don't do it like that, because maybe you guys can get very distracted, especially because it's it's a little bit long, but it's useful, it's very descriptive. Okay, so let's try the way I say, and if it doesn't work, so we need to try another way. Here we are. Cleft sentences. My goodness, cross your fingers.
When a sentence begins with what, or, and the sentence has a corresponding clause. This sentence is called a cleft sentence. Cleft sentence.
So, is it bad?
Yes, teacher is bad.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Sorry, teacher.
Oh my God. Okay, okay. Please, someone project it. You have it in the chat and you are allowed to share your screen. I need to fix that problem. If you hadn't told me, I wouldn't fix it. So I need to see. Okay, who's sharing it? Come on.
If each person project if you screen and later you give a feedback.
Sorry, Gerson, are you suggesting something for me? Okay, Julian, we are afraid you are not sharing your sound, so please share the sound. Thank you.
Sentence begins with it, what?
Perfect.
Typically, when a sentence begins with it, what, or all, and the sentence has a corresponding clause, the sentence is called a cleft sentence. Cleft sentences are used to emphasize an element of a sentence. Take a normal English sentence.
I like reading books.
Let's use cleft sentences to emphasize different elements of the sentence.
It is I who likes reading books. What I like reading are books. Books are what I like reading. All I like reading are books.
Let's take a closer look at the above cleft sentences to see where the emphasis is.
It is I who likes reading books.
The subject pronoun, it, is being used to emphasize the subject pronoun of the sentence, I. Emphasis is put on, I, the person who likes reading books.
What I like reading are books.
The pronoun, what, is being used to emphasize what the person likes to read, that is, books. So, the emphasis is put on books, and not I.
Books are what I like reading.
Teacher, have a question.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, stop it. Okay, go ahead.
In this part.
Mhm.
Okay. One to understand better. Uh, we can traduce it, for example, like algo que me gusta leer, son libros o algo así.
Ujú. Lo que me gusta leer, yes, ajá. You are being
Okay.
very emphatic. Es lo que me gusta leer son libros, no novelas, no revistas, no el periódico. Yes?
And I have a question, but with the sentence, with the first sentence, it is something, it is who, something like that. Yes, it is I who likes reading books. I don't get it.
Soy yo a quien le gusta leer libros. No es Silvia, no es Lisette, no es Gerson, no es Natalia. Soy yo a la que le gusta leer libros. Yeah? So the emphasis is on me.
It's I. And it's me, it's wrong.
It is
It's
okay,
me.
Silvia, to use it as me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's less common because it is supposed to be the same sentence with the closest, but it's okay. It's totally understood. Yeah, it is me who likes reading books. Yeah.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay. What else, guys? I love questions. Come on. Any other thing? Okay, let's continue. And that is the idea of doing it. Yeah, Julian can stop. You can just interrupt, no problem, because the idea is that we have this clear, okay? Thank you, Julian. Let's continue.
And not, I.
Books are what I like reading.
The sentence in the first clause begins with, books, and in the second clause with, what I like reading. In this sentence, emphasis is put more directly on, books.
All I like reading are books.
To emphasize that, all, the person likes to do is read books, the sentence begins with, all, to emphasize that element. Now, we'll look at another simple sentence in English, and try to emphasize different elements of the sentence using different words to emphasize various elements.
Edward loves playing basketball. Edward loves playing basketball. It is basketball that Edward loves playing. It is Edward that loves playing basketball. It is playing basketball what Edward loves. Edward loves playing basketball.
Stop and go back, please. Thank you. Okay, guys, I would like you to understand something. Don't get afraid because in some minutes when we start the practice, we will check out what and it. Yeah, that is like a more simple way to understand. But it is also okay to understand that if you want to give the emphasis on the same thing, you have different ways. For example, in the case of basketball, emphasis on basketball and emphasis on playing basketball. Yeah, it is basketball that Edward loves playing. Yeah, it is playing basketball what Edward loves. So maybe you can say here what Edward loves doing. Yeah, but at the end is the same emphasis because it's on the activity that is basketball. Okay, so it is okay to emphasize on the same thing, just if you play with the words and change them a little bit. Okay, Julian, continue.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me... Okay.
Yeah.
Aquí dice que all I like reading are books. Como que todo lo que me gusta leer son libros.
Exacto. Ajá, yeah.
Pero en español uno podría decir también algo así como tipo, no sé, como
Todo lo que me gusta.
dependiendo del contexto, como que no tengo libros y con todo lo que a mí me gusta leer libros. ¿Se podría usar un contexto así o es que no? No entiendo muy bien cómo esto podría serme útil.
Como irónico, de pronto. That's you.
Sí.
Yes, because you are emphasizing on that information. That's okay. It's like, well, I don't have books, and all I like reading are books. Yeah, Julian, is also accepted. Yeah. Natalia, your question.
Teacher, all I like reading in our book is like lo único que me gusta, podría decirse, como que lo único que me gusta es leer los libros.
Yes, you are emphasizing on that activity that gets your full attention. Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, o todo lo que me gusta hacer es leer libros. ¿Ya? Lo único es eso para mí. Okay, continue. Julian, thank you.
Edward loves playing basketball. What Edward loves is playing basketball. Playing basketball is what Edward loves. Edward loves playing basketball. All Edward loves is playing basketball. Playing basketball is all Edward loves.
What would you say is your favorite thing to do, Carrie?
What I love is reading and streaming series.
So, would you say you're the indoors type?
Absolutely. It is being in the comfort of my own home what I enjoy.
Fair enough.
What about you? What did you get up to last weekend?
All I got up to was overseeing the renovations of my apartment. There's not much else for me to do, because there's a ton of work to do, you know.
How are you finding it?
Well, what bothers me at the moment is that the works are prolonging a little too long, and I'm eager to have my home back.
All I can say is, I hope you get back and settled in soon.
I hope so too, thanks.
What would you say is your favorite thing to do, Carrie?
What is being used as an interrogative, question word, and not as part of a cleft sentence?
Thank you. Julian, can you stop there,
What I
please?
love.
Yeah, I was also going to clarify that. In this case, the what is not a cleft sentence.
Interrogative.
It's a normal question. WH question. What would you say is your favorite thing to do, Carrie? Or what is your favorite thing to do, Carrie? Yeah? So what is being used as an interrogative? Yeah, like WH question. Not as a cleft sentence. Okay, Julian, sorry. Thank you. Continue.
Question word, and not as part of a cleft sentence.
What I love is reading and streaming series.
A cleft sentence with what is used to illustrate what I love.
Stop, Julian. Sorry.
Being in.
Excuse me. What I love, what I hate, what I find easy, what I find difficult. Yeah? Like you can say, what I find very difficult in English is listening. What I hate about my city is insecurity, sorry. What I love about cooking is using pepper. Yeah, so it's not just this, it's like in this context, okay? But what refers to something I love, I find, I do, etc. Okay, continue please.
It is being in the comfort of my own home what I enjoy.
Emphasis is on being in the comfort of my own home. If this sentence were not being emphasized, it would be, I enjoy being in the comfort of my own home.
What did you get up to last weekend?
Remember not to confuse questions with cleft sentences. This is a question, not a cleft sentence.
All I got up to was overseeing the renovations of my apartment.
A cleft sentence with all is being used to emphasize, all I got up to was. Without emphasis, this sentence would read, I got up to overseeing the renovations of my apartment.
In this context is to make an emphasis
There's
on,
a ton of work.
sorry, to make emphasis on a lot of things, a lot of work, you know, like in this context, yeah. Todo lo que tenía que hacer era tal cosa. Por pronto yo tenía que hacer esto, yeah. But if I say todo, it would be like, you know, very emphatic. Thank you.
There's a ton of work to do.
Ton equals British spelling. Ton equals American spelling.
What bothers me at the moment is that the works.
A cleft sentence with what is used to emphasize the fact that the person is bothered.
Lo que me molesta, okay? Lo que.
All I can say is I hope you get back and settled in soon.
Without emphasis, this sentence would read, I hope you get back and settled in soon. Emphasis is being put on, all I can say. The speaker wants to emphasize the fact that he, she, has nothing else to say, except for this one important thing.
Can you stop, Julia? Thank you. All I can say is I hope you get back and settle in soon. If I say just did without all, it doesn't have emphasis, you know, but if you say all I can say, you are showing or saying that, well, that's the only thing I can say. I don't have more ideas or more suggestions or more things to say. Todo lo que te puedo decir, todo lo que te puedo recomendar, todo lo que creo que funciona, yeah, all I can say, okay? Thank you. Okay, it's the end. Thank you, Julian, so much for your help. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. Don't panic because we need to practice more of this. What are we gonna do? I have like 3 or 4 more activities for that topic, of course. That was according to the plan. But because of the time, we couldn't cover them all. So what are we gonna do? I would like you to focus on this exercise, pay attention, which is easy and simple for you. Complete the sentences using your own ideas. What I really dislike about my city is the terrible traffic and pollution. What I really dislike about my city is the insecurity. What I really dislike about my city is the crime. Okay? What I like about my city is the friendly people. What I like about my city is the weather. What I like about my city is the food. Yeah? So you guys are going to do it as homework. In some minutes, I will send you the picture to the WhatsApp group to remind you about it. When you do this, tomorrow, the first thing we are going to do is I need to explain what you guys saw in the video, but I think it was very descriptive. So like a summary that I'm going to give you. Through this, yeah? Cleft sentences, we are going to check out this because this has the aspects to consider when we are using cleft sentences for emphasizing. Then, well, first I will check out your homework. Then I will go to this exercise to explain and summarize everything about cleft sentences. Later, I will give you a couple of 2 exercises more about cleft sentences, yeah, to see the everything is clear, and then we will continue with the next part, okay? So don't panic, everything is gonna be okay. I hope you guys understand. Thank you so much for the suggestion of the sound. I don't know how to fix it, but I will. Okay, have a good night. Don't forget about the homework. Take care.
The
And
same, teacher.
bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Good night, teacher.
Thank you.
Teacher.
Good night.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Take care.